Hi everybody, welcome back to Night the Moon Spiritual Academy. Thank you for joining me. All right, I got a special message today for the men. As you see, I haven't done any pre-shuffling or anything. I just knew that I had to do a video pertaining towards men and divine masculinity. All right, so I may be just as surprised as you are, but we're gonna jump into it. Jump into it. So we got a tarot deck, a couple of oracle decks, and then some nice cards that I was sent that helps one with its higher self. So we're going to get into all of that. So I don't even know where to start, but we're just going to start. Let's pull from the oracle deck, the psychic tarot oracle deck. I'm just going to go off of whatever spirit gives me. I feel like this one kind of wanted to come out. We got rejoice and celebration. We got trapped in fear. And then we have spiritual union. Okay? That's that deck. Let's pull from the shamanic healing deck. Shamanic healing. What 3 cards do you want to show a spirit that is a message for the divine masculine out there? So we have abundance. We have anger. And then we have psychic development. All right. Let's see what tarot has for us today. Let's see what the tarot has for us today. Spirit, what messages do you have for the men out there that's watching? We have the Ace of Cups in reverse. We have the Knight of Swords upright. And we have the 2 of Cups upright. Okay, so I see a lot of spiritual union. All right, let me get up in here. Get closer, get up in here. Tune in. Need y'all to tune in. All right. So in our first section of cards, we got rejoice and celebration, abundance, but we also have the Ace of Cups in reverse, which is all about us feeling like our cups aren't full, or maybe we're feeling unloved, all right? So to the men out there, I want you to go where you're appreciated. Go where there is love. Go where you can fill your cup up, okay? Rejoice and celebrate. You see that? Where your cup is full, where there is an abundance of love. I don't want to hear it. Nobody loves me. There's nowhere I can go. I ain't got nobody to turn to. Yes, you do. No man is an island. And sometimes it might not even be the people we like, but you do have someone that cares for you and is looking out for you, okay? And if you don't, I want you to find that person. First, start with yourself. Find that, and you rejoice and celebrate and be happy with who you are. And if you're not happy with who you are, change. This is your time. That now that you know better and that you need to do better, go on and do it, okay? Go on and do it. But I see a lot of water and growth and currency in this spread here, okay? For my divine masculine energy here, this is a time for growth, abundance, and going where you are appreciated, okay? Because in the second line here, I do see how some of your fears have been keeping you trapped in, and you're feeling like you don't have no one to express that to, and then it's turning into anger, and then you have this Knight of Swords where it's just impulsive and you coming in hot, and maybe you're coming off abrasive and really, making things uncomfortable for the people around you because you're holding in your anger and your fear It is okay for you to be vulnerable. I know a lot of men feel like they don't have anywhere in this world to be vulnerable. If you don't, call me, okay? Because men's mental health is important. I am rooting for y'all. I want y'all to win. I want you to be happy. I want you to have a sound mind, a sound body, and a sound spirit, okay? So you have to find you somewhere, even if it's to yourself or to your spirit team, to your spirit guides, whoever is leading a charge in your life. Speak it, journal it. You don't have to let everybody know every move you make. It's okay to have secrets, okay? It is okay to have something to yourself. But this energy of being trapped in fear and the anger and, being impulsive and rebellious is doing you a disservice, as well as your counterparts, that divine feminine energy, okay? We're just speaking in terms of energy and not actual people, but men specifically. I guess we are talking about people, but people with that heavy male masculine energy, the ones that protect, provide, who make provisions for others, okay? I'm speaking to you. So down here, it gets better. And this is me telling you that it gets better within this reading. Here you got your spiritual union. You got your Two of Cups, which is also about connection and union. And then you got your psychic development in here. So this is a time for men to really be working and trusting in your psychic abilities and in your spiritual gifts, okay? This is the time to be focused on opening your third eye and seeing. Okay, seeing why you feel trapped in fear. This is about you seeing why your anger is eating you up inside, and then fixing the problem. This is you having the ability to look in the past and the future, and also deal with the presence, okay? These union cards, it's a couple of things that I'm picking up from these union cards within this divine masculine energy. It is time for a lot of you to get serious and find your soulmate. Okay, this is a time for you to find your soulmate, your other half, your counterpart, the person that's going to help you through life. This is time to put away the games and stop playing. This is the time to stop battling and going back and forth. This is a time of coming together so that because in the middle of both you and, y'all see that? Because in the middle of both of these reunions or unions is the psychic development. So you don't have to be fully healed to meet or be with your mate. Now, if you tap in, you can have a good idea who your mate is, or you can tap in and manifest that mate to you, because it's time. It's time to put away childish things, okay? Thank you, Spirit, for that. Thank you for that. Let's do a couple of these cards. We're going to do about 3 of these cards, identifying what may be the issue in this masculine reading, this divine masculine energy reading. We got a jumper. My poor little hands. All these different size cards. Oh, shout out to the spirit team. All right. So we got 4 of those and 3 of these. All right, so first, identifying the problem. Here's some questions that you can ask yourself during this reading. Take some time, meditate on these questions, okay? Once you see this video, after you see this video, I want you to ask yourself these questions and be honest about it. So the first question is about safety. What makes you feel safe? What does this bring to your sense of safety? Even though you're a man and most look at you to provide and protect, you have a right to feel safe. You have a right to feel safe mentally and physically and spiritually with everyone that you're around. You know, even within your household, with how your mate may treat you or how your children may treat you, you have the right to feel safe. So what makes you feel safe? What brings you a sense of safety? Next question. Blame. What do you often blame others for? When you know you're not holding yourself accountable and you're pointing and projecting and you're pointing the finger, what are you blaming others for? I want you to think about that. Third question. No fears. Now we know we see trapped in your fear in that last reading, because Spirit over here cutting up and giving out confirmation. So if you had no doubts, no worries, or no fears of the unknown, what would you do? What would you do if you weren't afraid? And that's going to help you get out of that trapped fear that we seen earlier in the reading, and help you do what you need to do with that anger, because we have to get to the root of the problems. This is what spiritual work is about. This is what a spiritual journey is about. This is what a healing journey is about. Okay, and it's never ending. So the question is, if you had no doubts, no worries, or no fears for the unknown, what would you do? What would you do if you weren't afraid? All right. Now we have 4 of these cards come out. All right. So these cards are all about integrating, asking yourself these questions and then integrating them into your life. So the first card here, we got gifts. What could be the potential gifts of your shadow traits? Now, see, we talked about you developing your psychic gifts more. So let's talk about the shadow side of things. What could be your potential gifts on your shadow traits? So your shadow self, the things that you kind of think about yourself and you kind of cringe and you just like, I don't know why I did that. I don't know why I'm thinking that. Or, things you kind of hide from the world, but you know who you are yourself. What could be the potential gifts of your shadow traits? Okay. The next one is gestures. What symbolic gestures can you use to acknowledge your shadow self? So when you're tapped in and being discerning, you can give yourself gestures to do to acknowledge to your shadow self that I see you. Because we have to acknowledge all facets of who we are. We do ourselves a disservice if we don't pay attention to who we are as a whole, okay? So create for you a gesture that you can do to acknowledge your shadow self. Celebration. Celebration. How can you celebrate yourself? Just you. How can you celebrate yourself with nobody's around? It's just you. You want to pat yourself on the back, give yourself a big ups. How do you celebrate yourself? If you've never celebrated yourself, this is the time for you to start to celebrate yourself. And last but not least, power. Power, okay? What does living to your fullest potential and power look like to you? What does living to your fullest potential and your fullest power look like to you? I want you to sit with that. Give yourself 17 to 30 seconds a day. 17 seconds to 30 seconds a day to think about you and your fullest potential and power. What does that look like to you? All right? And these are just a few things to help you get some questions going, get some answers going, get an idea of getting back to who you are, your power, your gifts, right? Because I know I've spoken to a lot of you, and some of you feel like you're just here as machines and that you don't have to be seen or heard, and that your feelings don't count. Your feelings count. Your feelings are valid, okay? We're just going to do a couple of more oracle messages to close out this session, because I believe that's a lot for you all to sit with. You've got a lot of questions to think about, all right? And I feel like once you start getting into it, seeing who you truly are, seeing who you are in your fullest power and potential, you can change the world. All right, Spirit. Let's give them some closing messages. got a jumper. We got 2 jumpers. All right. So first card out the deck, we have the abundance card. We seen this at the beginning, but we also have the struggle card and then perception. And that's how these came out. So in order for you to attain your abundance, even though I know you feeling like you're, it's an uphill battle, you're having a bit of a struggle figuring out where it is, who's it with, why do you have to search so hard to find it, and even, you know, what it truly is that you're truly searching for. It's all about your perception. This is why it's important to sit down with self, to sit down and talk to self, to get in that hermit mode and have a conversation with yourself, to see what it is that you truly seek so that you can make that struggle a whole lot easier, okay? You have to change your perception of how you see things, because are you really struggling or things just aren't going your way? Do you have an abundance, but it's not an abundance of things that you wish that it was? Maybe you're out there chasing a bag where you need to be chasing love. And not that we have to chase anything, but you get what I'm saying. Like, you should be manifesting and bringing these things to you. Maybe your perception, you're looking at the wrong thing. You're looking at the wrong thing. So change your perception. Once you do that, you have a better chance of building a firm foundation. You have a better chance of building a firm foundation. And with a firm foundation comes wisdom. Wisdom is better than any rubies or gold or fake paper money. Okay? This is what it's about. Love and wisdom. Knowledge and understanding. Okay? Because that's what's going to help us win. You're here to win. You're here to triumph. In every battle that you struggle with, you're here to win and overcome. But it looks like you just need to change your perception. Maybe you're just looking at the wrong thing. And it takes wisdom to understand what it is that you may be searching for. Okay? It takes wisdom to sit down with yourself and say, hey, maybe I'm looking at the wrong thing. Maybe I'm going about this the wrong way. Okay? You may have to destroy to rebuild, and that's okay. That's okay, but it's about having a firm, stable foundation so that you can achieve what you came into this life to achieve, okay? Listen, I'm not gonna hold y'all. Get into it, okay? I love y'all. You are successful, you are triumphant, and you are wise. I see y'all next time. Bye.